Have a seat. All right, we're here with Doug Simon of Ertl. You probably know Doug from his award-winning farm toy displays, Simon Farms, Simon Family Farms, Simon Family Farms. You can find him on Instagram. Are you on TikTok as well?
Yeah.
TikTok, yeah. Facebook.
Yeah.
So all the usual places. I'll put a link down below to all those. That way you can find him and see his incredible work. First off, Doug, why don't you just tell us, I don't know, how did you get into this? How did you get into farming? How did you get into farm toy displays, going to shows, things like that?
So my mom actually worked at Ertl back in the early 90s. She worked in the factory. She worked on the factory line and then transitioned over to the farm country playset line in the mold division, and then worked here until they moved production to Mexico. And then I grew up on the dairy side, and then always had an ag background. Grew up on the farm. My dad was a milk hauler, so then got to ride in the milk truck with him, and then going around to different farms. Had a lot of families that farmed and doing that aspect too. So just always been involved in agriculture, whether at 4-H, FFA, and so.
Okay, do you remember when you made your first display?
First display was probably 1996, I think. I still have pictures of that. So
cool.
Ertl buildings, cardboard box houses, and it was on the AstroTurf green carpet, sawdust roads.
Nice.
Yeah. Whole ball and wax and stuff on the floor of our basement of the house.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I think that's probably how a lot of us started.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine. Yeah.
Yep.
When was the first time you went to a contest, like displayed at a show or?
It was 2012 at Nationals.
Oh wow. Okay, that was your first. Okay.
Yep, first time I ever displayed there.
Wow,
yep.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got second to John Schomburg.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I bet a lot of us remember that display. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's awesome. And then of course, you've displayed, I don't know how many times since, several times since.
I took a couple mini displays to St. Louis.
Okay, yeah.
And then I took a display in 2020 for the museum during COVID.
That's right. I remember that display.
I showed that one.
Yeah.
And then I took the display with Dan Hansen at one in 2022.
Yeah, 2020. Okay, I couldn't remember what year you guys won over there, but yeah. Yeah, and I'm sure everybody remembers that. And I think I have some video of that, and I'll try to link to that video too,
sure,
so people can see that. So, how did you get started with Ertl? How did you end up here?
Yeah, so I approached Ertl about a position in last August. They had a project manager open. So Ertl so when Bill announced his retirement last April, or should I say stepping back, Ertl, or Tomy, their parent company, divided into the replica side and the toy side. So Bill's position currently is the senior vice president. So they have the replica side that he currently still oversees, and then the toy side, which Jen Wolfico oversees.
Okay, yeah.
So I applied for a project manager position, and then was hired on originally for that position, and then went to work for that position. And then once I got started in that role, I was working on the toy side of things. And then Bill was looking for a more of a liaison for his role. I more or less just kind of applied for that position, and kind of just one thing led to another, and kind of
fell into place, and here you are.
Things kind of fell into place, and it worked out.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. So we're sitting here in the Ertl Showroom right now during summer show, which is it's kind of a unique and interesting experience in itself.
Toys.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. It's I guarantee you everybody listening to this would love to be here right now. You know, I'm looking out at, you know, Ertl is, I think I messaged you the other day, said, like, Ertl's just killing it lately. I don't even know how to put it. Like, but I'm looking at so many incredible models and toys here. What new things here stand out to you that you're really excited to get out to everybody?
Obviously, the new Prestige Selects.
Yeah.
Whether it be the 7720 combines or else the new Prestige Select Steiger.
Yeah.
The Steiger Tiger 4 and the 9190 that we're really excited for. So.
Yeah, you were kind of giving us a bit of an overview of those earlier, and I'm really impressed. I mean, obviously I love the Steiger. That's not going to surprise anybody. Mm-hmm. But these 7720s are absolutely incredible. Yeah. I mean, those are on a different level, mm-hmm. And it's really something special you guys got going on with those, I think. So,
yeah.
And those will be out. Will they be out by fall? Maybe.
The combines?
Yeah, the combines.
Next February.
Next February. Gotcha.
Yep.
And then the Steigers will be next year sometime,
yes,
right?
Correct.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Next fall.
Yeah.
2026.
And then also you've got this new Alice Chalmer project that's pretty exciting.
Yep.
You've got the prototype over here.
Yep, that'll be through the outlet store.
Okay.
That'll be sometime in 2026 too, the 7000 series.
Gotcha, 2026. Yep. Great, yeah. And then, of course, I know the talk is, I don't know that some of this new stuff we really know pricing yet because of, obviously,
Correct.
the tariff situation and all that. So, but I think, as I told someone earlier in the show, I don't care what those Steigers are. I'm going to get them because they look that good.
That's right.
I mean, trust me, they're worth it.
They're pretty spot on.
Yeah,
so.
they're incredible. I mean, that's up there in the top 4 or 5 4-wheel drives ever made, I would say, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm putting that up there with like the 747 Big Bud and all that stuff.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's that exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and then, like I said, these combines, they are just on a different level. They're incredible. We've also got some exciting 64 stuff over there on the tables. The New Holland combines, which you gave me a tour of.
Yep.
Showed me the differences between those and the Case IH. Those look great. The farm show, and then I guess the way you guys were talking, the heritage scheme is kind of the tough one to get.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's interesting. Any other 64th? Because I know you're mainly a 64th guy. I mean, your display's 64th and all that. And any other 64th you're kind of looking forward to, or maybe going to add to Simon Family Farms down the road?
Oh, we always got stuff coming in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a lot of new stuff coming this fall that be on the lookout for.
Sure.
Both Deere and the Case IH New Holland brands. So
excellent. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Just always keep track of our socials and be on the lookout. Check with your dealers and.
Yeah, one thing you guys have been really awesome about the last few years is your lives.
Yes.
Your live shows on Facebook. You can really see hands-on of the new product and really get it up close and look. I mean, I really enjoy those. I think a lot of people do. So, is it Ertl? Is it Ertl Farm Toys on Facebook? Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ertl on our socials.
Yeah.
Okay. Does a great job on that. So.
Yeah. Gotcha. Great. Okay. Yeah. So, and I'll link all those down below too, so that way you guys can all find those as well.
Exactly.
So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. You bet. All right. Well.
All right.
I sure appreciate your time, Doug.
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Great.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us over here, and we are super excited for what's coming.
Yep.
So
appreciate it. Thank you.